the church of what's happening now. Christmas night or the morning after the 26th. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Thank you very much for tuning into the church of what's happening now. It's Uncle Joey Diaz with my main little goomba, Syatt. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
What's happening, brother?
Oh my gosh. First of all, I just want to say thank you, man. I had a great time in Vegas. And it was, you were very nice, and you gave me like a gift card, but not a gift card, but you just told me to go get a nice meal. And I went and had a great steak. So I've been thinking about it. It made my whole night. Like, that night was my best night of gambling I've ever had.
And you won that night. That was the night
my God.
That was the only night you won, when you ate the steak. The next morning you woke up with your kiss of dead self.
It was just so, it was like the perfect night. I got a steak, I got a nice drink.
I could tell the other night that you're processing a lot. The last couple of weeks, I could tell when you do the edibles, you drift away, and you've been a little distant lately. So I could tell you needed 2 days, but I could also tell you needed a good meal, to sit down, and sometimes a good warm meal by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Even though sometimes they say it's really unhealthy to eat by yourself. When I go away on the weekend, sometimes I can't wait, because I eat by myself on Saturday and Friday morning, and it just gives me, it's like a little breather. You're always surrounded by people, you always have people around you, your family members, your child, your sister, your brother, your cousin, and it's really nice to take care of yourself. And, Lee didn't do anything mind-boggling. He went the cheapest week you go to Vegas. You want a cheap vacation? Go to Vegas Christmas week.
Oh, it was the best thing I've ever done.
That's the cheapest thing you could ever do in your life. They give the rooms away. Listen, man, getting the blue belt, I didn't deserve the blue belt. I see blue belts in there that'll throw me up in the air and wrap me up. He gave me the blue belt because I'm a hard worker. I had goals. He saw it. He would say to me, "You're here at night. I got to come 3 times. Doesn't matter. Come hell or high water, I got to come here 3 times. You have 24 hours a day times 7. I'm talking about 3 hours of that. Nobody's that busy.
Right, yeah.
Nobody's that busy. Because even if you work Monday through Friday and you say to me, "Joey, guess what? I'm going to do 10 push-ups and 10 sit-ups and 10 squats on Saturdays and Sundays, and then on Wednesdays when I get home from work, I'm going to do that." You just helped yourself.
Growing up, I had a bunch of, I had always had great Christmases. As I got older, my parents would fight during the holidays a little bit, which isn't great, but every family does that. It's not like that's weird. But my worst ones would probably be out here the first few years, just when I didn't really have anybody. But usually I got pretty lucky, to be honest with you. At least once somebody or work would have a potluck or something. That's the great thing about people now, is they usually tend to invite to something. Maybe not on Christmas Day, like that would suck sometimes, but to at least be included in it.
I meant to call Dean Delray today to invite him over. I just didn't know what my schedule was going to be. Like I said, I was tired. I got up at 10 to 6. I went to bed at 1:30. I got up at 10 to 6 expecting to get up and have to build the bike.
Uh-huh.
And have to wrap a few things. I get up, I go into the office, and everything's missing. I go into the living room. My wife got up at 3 and wrapped some shit. And so I woke her up. I go, "We're going to build the bike." She goes, "No, let's just build it with her together." So I was already up. So I got up at 6. They both stayed in bed till 8.
Your daughter stayed in bed till 8 on Christmas morning?
Yeah, I wrote. I smoked some reefer. I made a protein shake. I just entertained myself. Last night, we ended up going to Bert's house, and there was probably 10 kids over there, 12 kids over there. None of them Mercy's age, All of them 3 or 4 years older than Mercy. So Mercy's in heaven. And when I walked in with her, she sat right next to Bert's daughter, Georgia. She really likes the older one, and Georgia likes her. So they were together for a little while, and then next thing you know, she's in the yard on the swing. Then she's putting on her jacket, and she's going in, and then she sits down on the couch, and then she gets up, and they got that movie on, Moana, whatever, they got that on, but no. Mercy sits down, then she gets up. I unzip the jacket for her. She sits down again. I walk out of the room. I see Mercy going to the doll room. I want to thank you guys the most, the church family. And I want you to sit down and this week put on your favorite Deep Purple album, you and Bobby Sharon, and write your goals down. Write what you want for the new year. I've been writing them for the last week. What I want to make better, how I'm going to make it better. I got to get my nightlife cooking a little bit. Again, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a happy holiday. I want to wish you a happy new year. Health, happiness, and then the money comes later. Trust me, I'm telling you. Lee, my brother, is so high right now. He can't wait to get off air so he can go get air or jump off a building or do whatever it is he's going to do. Again, thank you very much for being my family. Thank you for listening. Have a great holiday. Stay safe. Be careful. I love you. Yes, mybookie.ag. Let me tell you something. Everybody needs some holiday cash. You need it, and I know where to get it. MyBookie is the place to score serious cash on your sports predictions. What means, you know what that means? Parties, gifts, and spending geetus. Bitches. It also means there's lots of football, college bowls, basketball, NBA, hockey. That means you can make money every day. You understand me? Living like a doctor. The holidays are coming. Enough is enough. Then you sit here and you go, I can't find the date on Meds.com because they can smell your ass through the speaker. But I'm here to help you. You know why? Because HelloTushy.com is the way to go. Thank you for putting on the Church of What's Happening Now. I got the beautiful and talented Kate Quigley.
Thank you.
The man Christ killer. If you look up the Pontius Pilate, he looks a little like Lee.
Oh,
Isn't that bad? Isn't Pontius Pilate the bad one?
I think it's
That's the
hot.
bad one, but
We love bad boys.
next time somebody
That's
comes
true.
to you and said, did you do 23andMe? Go, I don't need to. Pontius Pilate is my great-great-great-great-grandfather.
That's the only time anyone ever said I look like a bad boy, so I'll
That's
take
it.
it.
Yeah,
Take
take
it.
what you got.
look great, by the way.
He's
Look
looking
at you.
savage.
Cleaned up.
I've been going to the gym.
He dressed up for you.
You've been going to the gym?
No, Joe, I got a polo shirt on Amazon. I have tons of polo shirts.
No, but this
I
one.
wore
this
one
is
on the last podcast.
This is a good
first one
color.
that You busted out.
You look like a Navy man.
looking with the black. That's a man on the most.
Dirty
Ready? You
women.
ready? Nope.
What?
If your man hasn't given you a stabbing in a week or two, ladies, write this down from your Uncle Joey.
Oh, God, I'm afraid.
Go to bed early and wake up the next morning and cough and tell him you got the flu. As soon as your wife tells you she's a little sick, you want to give her a little toot-toots.
Why?
Because there's something about a sick
Good for the
woman.
visual.
And then grab you with two-finger Louie and scrape the bottom of your... and you lick. And then if that doesn't drive them to say, just put it in my... You have to be a gentleman. And go... And then in the middle of it, go... and spit in their ass out. Spit in their ass.
You're so gentlemanly.
But if you don't say it, I'm going to just go, Kate.
It's a touchy topic.
This is the Christmas special.
I'm going to make...
While
Chew?
Yeah, just like gnaw on it like a dog.
I hope I get hit by a car on the way home. 'Cause I can't.
This is the Christmas edition. You gotta gnaw at that.
My mom's
How
gonna
old are you now?
My
How
mom's
old
gonna
are
be
you
so glad I'm not coming home this year.
Bottom of my fat little chubby heart.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Have a great holiday. And we'll see you next year. Getting this day started. Merry Christmas to all you guys and your families. Thank you very much for listening. I know for a fact that for some people, 60% of people listen to this podcast are probably jumping up and down right now. They won't even listen to this podcast by Monday. But there's a lot of people, 40% of you, that need this podcast. This time of the year isn't the best time of the year for everybody, and I get it. I have a family, I have a wife, I have a kid, I have dear friends, but it seems like you're missing something when you're not around your family or a family member's gone. It doesn't feel like Christmas anymore, but it still is. It still is. Last week I did the one-man show at the Comedy Store, and I covered a certain time in my life from 93 to 95. And I'll never forget Christmas in 94. Christmas in 94 will always stick with me forever. For 1,000 reasons. I made something out of nothing. I woke up with $3 in my pocket and stole a Christmas tree and got $180 cash and got Chinese food and stole a bike and made Jackie, my first sibling. That was the last time we saw each other, but I still remember her leaving that night and me feeling like death. I remember putting up the decorations with duct tape. I didn't even have money to buy like Christmas tape. I had that little stuff you put around your apartment. I don't know, the glitter stuff. I put it up with duct tape. And I got Chinese food delivered because it's the only people that are open on Christmas Day. And we had a nice day together. I had 1,000 gifts for her and a bike and this and that and this. And I remember her leaving and me breaking down like I usually did. And it was Christmas, so there was nowhere to go do comedy or anything. And for a minute there, I'm not saying I felt suicidal, but I just didn't feel good. You know that you don't feel that day that you don't. Christmas Day, some people get up, man, and it's not Christmas Day for them.
I can imagine, especially after growing up as a kid and having presents under the tree. And
yeah,
because Hanukkah's a whole week, it's a little different.
It's not Christmas Day, for some people, and I'm really sorry you feel this way. It's something that the holidays kind of bring them down. We were going to take this week off, but like I said, no. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about this and why you feel this way. And it was so weird that night when she left with her mother. I sat there and, I was just looking around. I was probably getting ready to make the call to get a package. You might the go thing when things got bad. A package would make it feel better. And somewhere along that, I remember looking at this little apartment, maybe the size of this office, and going, what do I feel bad about? You're never really alone on Christmas unless you really want to be. Somebody always reaches out and says, hey man, you want to stop by, and as bad as you feel, you stop and you get a bottle and you get an apple pie or whatever. Once you get to that place, something about that place, you'll see the magic of Christmas. And going, looking up and looking at strangers. You ever been in that position on a Christmas Day where you pop your head up and you're looking at all strangers and you ask yourself, how did I even get here? Well, the universe took care of you. Again, the universe takes care of you. As much as you don't think it's taking care of you, the universe is taking care of you. I've been, you know what Christmas is on the road, Lee? Do you know what it's like to go out on the road and Christmas wall is on a Thursday, and you're in Ohio, so you do Tuesday and Wednesday, and Christmas Day, you pretty much stay in your room and watch the parade of roses. There's no budget for you to fly to see mom or to see your brothers, nothing. Today is not the day to worry about what happened 3 months ago. Today is not the day to worry about what happened 6 months ago. Today is not the day to worry about what happened 20 years ago. It happened. Acknowledge it and make the best of what the day is. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. I don't know if Jesus is born today. I don't know if 3 Puerto Ricans showed up. I don't know what happened. I'm not here to chronological, whatever the word is, chronologize Christmas and what it means and sharing. You know what? You're broke. You don't have money to give nobody gifts. That's fine. A smile and a hug does just as well. A smile and a hug will get the same response as giving somebody a wallet and a tie. You ever get a wallet? Anybody will give you a wallet and you felt worse than what you already did? Or a bad gift? No gift is a bad gift. But I'm going to tell you what's always a good gift. A handshake, a look in an eye, and telling somebody you love them and thank you for doing what you do. You know what's always a great gift? A hug and just saying, hey man, I remember what you did for me this year. You made me laugh at my roughest time. That's the best. That's a Christmas gift that never, ever fails. A handshake, telling somebody you love them, and giving them a hug and going, hey, this is what it's all about at the end of the week. I wanted to buy you a helicopter, but my funds were short. I'm barely making rent. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to give the gifts that I wanted to the people, I wouldn't eat. I'd be homeless. There's people that deserve great gifts this year. But you know what? They're going to get the gift of my friendship. And that's the best gift you could ever have. And the gift that you're going to give me by listening, by, taking little notes, by whatever, is the gift of your friendship. That's all you need to worry about this Christmas. Tonight, when you're eating dinner or when you're not eating dinner, look around you, see what you have, and see how good you really have it. You were waking up this morning feeling bad about yourself. You got 2020. Make the best of it. Write down your goals and go for it. That's it. I know you're successful. I know you have a job. But I also know in high school you wanted to play the ukulele and put a wig on backwards and sing like Lady Gaga.
I never told anybody that.
Yeah, no, you don't need to tell me. I know your deepest secrets. I see you lurking outside the bars thinking what's going to happen. Like, take a chance Columbus did. 2020 is around the corner. You're going to hear from us next week. We're going to do a couple podcasts for you. We're not going to leave you out in the cold on New Year's Eve. I love you guys. Have a Merry, Merry Christmas. Hug your families and have a great, safe day. Take this, Muley.